What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this is part 2 of, well, movement guide, I guess. 'Cause I'm not sure if I'm gonna be teaching anything new for movement, but I do want to give some tips so that way you could get better at Apex. All right, so number one tip to getting really good at Apex, and this is pretty much a tip. This is pretty much the number one tip that any player would tell you. And it's not to learn movement. That's one of the things you should learn way later. It's not the most important thing to learn. The most important thing to learn, and that every other player will tell you to do exactly the same, is to master weapons. Get good at using all the weapons, because you're not going to always get the loadout that you desire. So you're going to have to fight with whatever guns you have until you're able to get those desired weapons. So obviously you're going to want to be able to master weapons. And what I suggest doing is picking up a weapon. Don't put any attachments on it. Just purely practice with that weapon and see how good you do. How does it feel when you play with it? Are you really good at using it, or are you really not good at using it? And if you're not good at using it, that's the weapon that you should be trying to learn how to use the most. Everyone's favorite weapons to use are like R9, Wingman, R301, Flatline, PK, Volt, those type of things. And that's because those are all very easy weapons to learn, and they're very easy to master. Pretty much, they're just very easy weapons to learn how to use. So those are the type of weapons that you don't want to have to learn at first. 'Cause those weapons you can learn how to use very quickly. The R9 is a very easy weapon to learn. Weapons that you struggle with using are the ones you're gonna want to use the most, at least in firing range. You don't want to use weapons that you're really good at. So, okay, let's say for example, right? I never use the triple take, right? So this would be one of the weapons that I would have to get better at using. Because over time, this weapon is going to be one of the weapons that you might have to use a lot. And you might not want to use it a lot, but you might have to use it a lot. Like, I'm not good at this weapon at all. I never pick up this gun. If I pick up any gun, I'm probably picking up 30-30 over this. But these are the type of weapons you want to get used to using. Tip number 2. Alright, so let's say you're about to push a fight, right? You're in a fight, beam, you kill one. Your instinct might be to just rush in and fight. That's exactly what you shouldn't do, alright? And you have no clue where the other teammate is. Don't rush in for the kill on the teammate that's down. What I suggest doing is immediately change your angle. That's tip number 2. Always have different angles when fighting. When you're fighting, you never want to peek the same area twice. To go to the extreme to change it, just change it just change it a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just don't be in the same area that you were before. Alright, so I knocked the player over there. That's angle 1. Alright, angle 2, let's say I knocked that one. I knock him over here, right? I jump this way, boom, jump over this, now I'm here. Angle 2. Tip number 3 is don't over move. That's right, don't over move. It might sound funny to say, but think about it in your head. Every time you play, just think, don't overmove. Alright? You don't want to do too much in a fight, or just do too much in the open, alright? Don't overmove, alright? Don't always be just doing something just for the sake of doing something, alright? Be strategic, be smart, don't just use movement because movement looks cool. Use it because it's effective, alright? Like this, right? Let's say I have a high ground here, right? And there's someone down here. Now, let's say I know that they're there, but they don't know that I'm here, alright? So let's say I'm the enemy team now, alright? I'm up there, they're down here, and they have no clue that I'm watching them up there. And let's say I'm just a lone wraith, right? I'm the enemy. I'm just running around. Oh, yeah, this looks cool. Boom, wall bounce. Yeah, so cool. I can wall bounce. And then I wall bounce this way, right? Boom. Now I'm out in the open. Even though I don't know someone's there, they know I'm here. I'm out in the open. Now they can shoot me while they have all the cover up here. And if I'm just running around just doing movement and I get shot, boom, 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 beam, I'm probably cracked. I can't shoot back fast enough before they can kill me. Alright? Unless they're just super, super garbage. But that's what I mean. Don't overmove. When you're running around in the open, don't just do stuff just to do stuff, right? Always be aware of your surroundings. Look at all the areas that a player might be. Alright? And don't just be aiming at nothing. Be aiming at something. Alright? When you're running around, you have to really train yourself to be looking in a direction that is beneficial. when you're running around, okay. Everyone knows this, right? You're playing a first-person shooter. Don't run like this. Don't be one of those players. Don't be looking down at the floor, making sure you don't trip, right? Your character's not gonna trip, so don't worry about looking down at the ground. Don't worry about where you're running. Worry about where you're going. All right? If I'm running, I'm not gonna be like looking down at the floor, like, oh, I gotta make sure I don't step on this rock. I gotta make sure I don't trip. Make sure I don't bump into the wall. Oop, I'm dumb. Right? That's not what you want to do. When you're playing and you're moving, you always want to be looking somewhere. All right? Like, look in a direction. If there's somewhere you want to go, look at that direction. All right? Don't just be like looking down at the ground, being like, all right? Don't do that. If you're going somewhere, have a set direction. All right? Let's say I want to make it to this platform. All right? Up there is I'm forgetting those metal pipes, right? Those metal stacks that are sitting there. I want to get there, right? So now let's get there. So now if I'm running this way, right? I want to be looking in that direction at all times, right? So as I'm moving, now that it's out of my line of sight, don't look there. There's no point in like walking around looking at something that's not there, right? So now I can't see it. So now I'm going to be looking around in other areas, making sure that no one's around, all right? Make sure no one's up here. Look around and keep moving, all right? Look up in these areas. There's definitely players that hide in higher spots. Look in those areas. Now I'm here, and I did get killed. And if I did get into a fight here, right? If I'm running this way, and I get into a fight, there's players up here. I'm already looking in this direction because I'm looking for my surroundings. I know that where I'm trying to go is already here. That's why I'm not looking there, because I know it's already there. I'm looking in the areas where players might be hiding. All right? I'm running this way. Boom, I see a player. Boom, get into a fight. Now I can get covered behind where I was going. Or if I have to move, I could just move into a better position. But now I know they're there. So always be looking in an advantageous spot. Don't just be looking at the floor. Don't just look at a fucking object. Look at where players could be and move accordingly. If you have a gut feeling that there's a player there, trust your gut. Don't just psych yourself out and be like, oh, I'm just being paranoid, there's no one up there, and then running out in the open to get to the building, right? Keep your cover. Keep it in an area that's advantageous. Always look for enemies. That's tip number 3, is to always just be aware. Don't just be dumb. Don't just look at random stuff. Oh, look at this rock has weird texture, that's cool. No, look at an area. Alright, I want to get there. That's where I'm trying to go. I'm not going to look there. Alright, if I'm trying to get here, I'm going to look at the area that's surrounding the object. Alright, so I want to get here. Look at all the areas around. Boom, someone could be sitting up here. There probably could be a full team up here with a Kraber, a bow check, something, and they can easily kill me if I just run out in the open now. Right? Someone up there. Same thing. I can run out in the open. Boom, I get beamed. Run in the open. Boom, someone's behind this rock. I get beamed. Someone could be hiding right behind this. Boom, I get beamed. Look in the area that surrounds you. Don't just look at the object. Alright. So, another tip is a really good tip. Recognize your play style. Alright? Don't just be a goofball and act like you're a jack of all trades. No. Find a play style that works for how you play and just play accordingly. There's plenty of play styles. If you're a player that likes to play Octane or Gib or let's say Revenant, you're probably aggressive. And it's kind of funny because Octane is a super good movement legend who can also be played really passively, but I noticed that when I play, a lot of Octanes play super aggressive and for no reason. Like, there's no reason why you should play that aggressively, unless of course you want to play that aggressively. If you're playing Caustic, if you're playing Gib, those are all great players or great legends that could apply pressure. Octane cannot apply pressure, right? Octane can run fast. That's not applying pressure, okay? If I'm playing Bangalore, right, I can apply pressure. Alright, I'm fighting. I'm Bangalore, right? Boom, 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 boom. Crack. Instantly throw smoke. Now they have no clue where I'm at. Now I can go up here, run this way. They're still smoked. Jump down here. Now they're dead. Alright? That's playing aggressively and playing smart. Figure out your playstyle. Depending on what legend you love to play will highly affect your playstyle. Wraith is not a very aggressive legend. I can't play her aggressively, right? Let's say, okay, let's do the same scenario. Someone's running here, right? Boom, 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 boom. They take cover behind that, right?
Going to phase.
I can move I can move a lot faster in phase. But see how long that animation takes for me to get back to pulling out my weapon? It's completely useless. Sure, I can move fast, but does nothing for me. It doesn't help me lose sight of them. They don't lose sight of me. They can see my blue trail. They can see me jump from here. They can see me run all the way around. They can literally see me appear back here. Boom. Kill me. I'm dead. That's not aggressive, alright? Just because Octane can move quick doesn't make him aggressive, alright? I'm not going to Octane stim, sprint around the corner, and try to shoot them before they kill me, alright? It's not going to happen. Especially if they're full, shield, right? Let's say I cracked him, okay? I cracked him, cool. I'm Octane. I instantly sprint. They have no time to heal, right? Sure, I can win that fight. But what does that do for me? Right? I kill him. Okay? That's one down. This game is a duos or trios game, right? 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to be fighting another solo player. And if I am fighting another solo player, they're probably just as equally as smart as I am, or they just watched a Fade video and they think that they're God, okay? That's not going to happen. Okay, I run over here. Boom, he's dead. Where's his other teammate at? Now I'm out in the open. I fought him. He probably got a few shots off at me, so my shield is probably either cracked or very low. Alright? Now his teammate got knocked, and even when his teammate got cracked, he probably signaled to his team or probably told his teammate that he got cracked and that someone's pushing him. So now his teammate is already in full sprint this way, right? But now I'm here, and I have no clue where he is now. I gave up my spot at high ground to kill this guy, right? What did that do for me? I got a bit more ammo, doesn't matter. If I had just stayed up there, cracked him, let him hide here, stay up there, watch him, right? He got cracked. If he's dumb and decides to run out to get back to his teammate, I can beam him and knock him. Or if I have to, I can spam nades in here and he can die, right? And I can maintain my position at high ground. But since I came down here to kill him, now his teammate can take all this area that I just gave up because I was being way too aggressive to take this. Or even if he's up here, he could be behind this wall, climb up the wall, see me standing here, boom, kill me. And even if I fire back at him, he has this entire wall to hide behind, and I have nothing. So yeah, don't be overly aggressive. Just be smart. Figure out your playstyle. Alright. The very final tip, and this is one I don't see anyone talk about. Well, not much, but the very final tip is commitment. Alright? There's so many times where, myself included, and I've seen other players do this as well, right? They see someone fighting, or they see a team. Mostly always when the team's fighting and they want a third party, right? They see teams fighting, they don't know the full situation, and then they decide that they want to commit to shooting, right? So they decide to go in and fight, but then halfway into the fight, right, they get one good shot off, right, and then they get beamed, and then they want to run away again, right? They're not fully committed to the fight. They don't want to. They want to just fight simply because they want to get damage, right? Don't be that type of player. Don't just shoot for the sake of damage. If you're not committed to a fight, do not fight them. All right? The team's fighting, and I'm just solo racing, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then I go in, boom, crack one. Teammate beams me. I have to Q out, right? I run off. I hide behind this rock. Now I'm not committed anymore, right? But the other team just saw that I ran in there to fight them, and the team knows that I'm here now. So now, not only did I not kill somebody, I just gave away the fact that I'm in the area. So now they're always going to be cautious of me. So now, being the idiot that I am, and didn't full commit, or know the situation enough to be smart enough to get into a position where I can win, not only did I not know the situation, now I just ran in there, wasted heals, wasted a Q, and they know I'm here. That was completely dumb for me, right? So now my only option is being smart now that I got cracked. They both teams know I'm here. Now what I'm going to do? I'm just going to run away. Boom. Now I just threw away my perfect opportunity to get kills and get damage. That's not what you want to do. Know the situation. Know if you're going to be committed or not. That's the final tip. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked this video or any of the tips helped you, like, subscribe, and yeah, that's it for the movement guide / tips guide. I'll be definitely posting a gameplay video very, very soon. So thank you guys for watching.